of men with money and power, like how they are and how they move, that it actually behooved me to not be a hoe, because it's interesting when guys with money and power, girls just throw themselves at them all the time. So for me, it was important to me to not do that, and it actually intrigued them more. I used to book a shit ton of tables, and I never slept with anybody. Fact check me. Okay, I know there's a bunch of guys, probably clients that I've served that follow you.
So it's interesting because on one end you're saying body count really doesn't matter, or you're insecure for caring about it, but then on the other end you're going out of your way
for judging about it.
Well,
not caring, judging.
Let me finish. Can I finish? So you're saying on one end, like, hey, you're insecure for caring about it, right? But then on the other end, you're being very adamant about letting everyone know I'm not a hoe and my body count is low.
No, I was honest. I said I've had my share.
And you don't have to say it, but I'm saying.
I don't care. I'm honest.
Your reaction to it already tells me that deep down innately that it does matter. A girl's body count does matter. And I always laugh at women when they say you're insecure for caring about a woman's body count. No, you're not. You're being an intelligent man and you're putting your stakes in the best.
Fact check. You should fact check. If you really like that girl, fact check, because some girls are out here doing God knows what. But
so what makes him insecure about having a stake in his woman's promiscuous past, if there is one?
I think that as a woman, for me, I already assume that a guy has a high body count, because I'm not stupid and I know how it is. For at least the men that are in the circle that I run with, I know how they are. I already know.
But a man with a high body count is not the same as a woman with a high body count at all.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Absolutely.
That doesn't make any sense at all. That's ridiculous. I can't do anything.
I do agree, but my point is, fact check. You should fact check. If you really like that girl, fact check, because some girls are out here doing God knows what. But
so what makes him insecure about having a stake in his woman's promiscuous past, if there is one?
I think that as a woman, for me, I already assume that a guy has a high body count, because I'm not stupid and I know how it is. For at least the men that are in the circle that I run with, I know how they are. I already know.
But a man with a high body count is not the same as a woman with a high body count at all.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Absolutely.
So you can't.
Why? Why? I don't understand that. Are they leveraging that they pay for the woman and that they're going to be supporting her, so therefore, there's no need to, be loyal to that person?
You can't.
I do agree, but my point is, I'm saying not to judge. Judging and like if I want to be with her or not are two different things. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be with her, but don't judge her. Like, it's different.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
No, because absolutely not.
Of course not.
A metric of attraction for a man is a woman's past. That's like me telling you, don't judge me on my income and my status. Same thing. It's the same exact thing.
Sounds good.
That could change.
No, it's not. It's not the same thing. You're conflating. You're conflating that you make more money and don't have to be held to the same emotional and responsibilities as you're holding to the woman. You're leveraging. I make the money, so therefore I do what I want. That's so toxic. That is the most miserable way to treat anybody.
Change though. After you've laid with somebody, that can't change.
Sounds good.
No. But that's what I'm trying to say is that like men and women are very different. So why is it okay for women to have standards? Like if I was to tell you I only make this certain amount of money and you reject me for it, I'm not going to turn back and tell you. Can I please finish? I let you finish your point, right?
No, go ahead. I
was listening very closely to everything you were. What you going to say? Go ahead. Then I'll make my point.
It's not about money. We're talking about body count right now. That was the question.
Fantastic.
So now we're moving on to a new question.
But men or women are different.
Yes.
Like how a man views a body count is how a woman like views a man's status. Yes.
Okay.
In other words, women want a man with a future. A man wants a woman that does not have a past. We're very different how we evaluate each other from a sexual standpoint. So you cannot try to compare apples to oranges, wearing like a girl's body count. Like a man is going to have a huge stake in a woman's body count in her past if he's going to wife her, and he should judge her on it.
I said he should be knowledgeable and ask about her, but I'm saying that's if you're gonna be with her.
Yeah.
Don't judge her about it, was my only point. If you're gonna be with her, ask about it. Of course it matters, but don't judge her about it because it's two different things. You want to be with her.
Well, if you're engaged in a face-to-face conversation with somebody and, you know, how do I put this? If you're engaged in face-to-face with somebody who has a high body count and you kind of have the indication that this person isn't really going to be, you know, stopping that, you know, like, yeah, telling her what she is and or what he is probably, you know, the best way to give them at least a fighting chance into realizing that, you know, who do they want to be? You know, I believe in just saying it once and then just moving on, you know. They continue to go on and on and on about it, you know, and like the conversation lasts forever, you know, you're probably going to say it more than once. But, you know, if you're trying to end the conversation and like if you're trying to leave, you know, that's about the only time I would really accept it, you know. Or if, you know, someone was calling me a hoe, you know, like if I'm sleeping around, yeah, I'm a hoe, you know. But you see, she's trying to change the way the title of hoe is, you know, and honestly, you know, is it derogatory? I still think so. I think it should stay that way too.
That's different. Then ask about it, know about it, care about it. Yes, absolutely. Men and women's body counts are very different. I agree with that. But I am saying that if it's a girl that you don't want to be with long term, then why judge her on her body count? Let her be.
Like, don't shame a girl.
Don't shame her.
So you're
I don't
saying
like the slut shaming thing.
Don't call her a hoe if she's a hoe.
Yeah, let her be a hoe. I
Especially if you're
personally
not gonna
am
date
not
her.
that person, but
Okay.
I don't judge girls that are.
So let's be honest here. Men don't really slut shame women. It's women that slut.
Let her be a hoe? I don't know. Sounds really empty and, you know, selfish and objectifying. You know, it's like being a hoe just sounds like one of those things. Yeah, like just in the end, like you're gonna be a 50-year-old woman at past your prime with no money and maybe not even a house. You know, like how can we possibly, you know, like say that being a hoe is gonna be good for you, in the long run? Honestly, it's not. You know.
Shame women.
Y'all
Are
slut
you
shame
well?
us literally
100%.
every day,
Are
all the
you well?
time, 100 days a week.
100%. Here's the thing: if a man calls a girl a slut in public to her face, or does it at the workplace or whatever, there's consequences to that.
When?
He's gonna lose his job.
Okay, forget the
He's
workplace.
gonna get canceled.
Let's
He's gonna
just talk
get
about
called a
real life.
misogynist.
Where you hear this happen at? Because I ain't never heard this shit happen.
No,
Ma-
corporate America, yeah, but let's talk
Yeah.
about real life, like right
Yeah,
now.
corporate
Like right
shit.
now in this conversation.
Yeah.
You're telling me, oh, no, it's way different. Girl body count, man body count, way different.
is.
Okay, I agreed with you, right? But
I don't know why she's agreeing. See, it's because they are ingraining in the more dependent, ingraining into the dependent people of our society that whoever provides for you gets unfair treatment.
what I'm saying is, if you want to take that girl seriously, cool, then care about it. Absolutely. And yes, it is very different. But what I'm saying is, don't judge. If you don't want to take her seriously, then don't judge her for it.
Just keep it to yourself.
Because you already are. You're already telling me, oh, it's different. It's different because it's different currency when a girl is out in the streets and a guy is da-da-da, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm Chad. I'm the owner of Cook Pressure Washing. And I know business insurance is something a lot of companies...
I understand that, but, like, if you don't want to be with her, let her be. Don't call her a hoe. Don't fucking call her out
Don't
on it.
degrade
because
her.
it is different.
'Cause
We
you're a
have
hoe
different
too.
stereotypes. You know that.
So I mean,
Hey, you are.
so you want to be able to because here's the thing, certain actions have certain consequences. I'm not saying
Absolutely.
it's okay for people to judge you. I'm
No,
not
but-
saying that you should do it, but what I am saying is that if you live a certain life, people are going to judge you. That's just the reality of
For
the world.
women,
Yes.
in this scenario,
Yes,
not
just
for
like
men.
if I live with my mom and smoke pot and I'm a bum, no one's gonna bat an eye. They're gonna call me a loser. They're gonna call me a dork. They're gonna call me not ambitious. They might even break up and not want to hang out with me. The point is this: Men are held to standards, women are not held to standards, and women want to be able to do what they want to do without necessarily being held accountable. And I'm saying, if you have
That's
a,
his
if you have a
standpoint.
it's the truth.
We are.
No,
held-
that's
we
why
just-
you're mad,
just
because
told me the
you-
standard-
Mad?
the
How am I
stand-
mad?
I didn't say you're mad. I said
She
you.
said I'm mad.
Oh, I said you just told me the standards between men and women are
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. But
Did you
but
not
here's
just tell me
here's the
that?
thing. If I was to say, hey, no, you're a fat ass, you need to get in shape, get in the gym, whatever. No one's gonna say anything to that.
I would. I'd be
But-
like, you a sexy chocolate. Don't listen to him.
But,
That's what I would
but hold
say.
on, hold on. But none of you are coming to his defense and say, Myron, you're an asshole. That's mean. You're being a fat shamus. No, no one cares when men are criticized. However, if you criticize women, it's a big deal.
Very
All
true.
of you guys are coming to the defense right now for me simply stating men have a stake in a woman's past, and they should be allowed to
I'm
judge
not.
if they're going to take that
You're
woman
not
seriously
listening to what I'm
for a
saying.
relationship. No, I'm just saying, a man
That's
should be
not
able
what
to
I'm saying.
judge a girl if he wants to take her serious, and if he does choose
Judge?
to call her,
No.
you're not even listening. You're just like talking to talk now at this point to interrupt and interject.
No, baby boy, I'm listening to you.
No, you're not.
You're not hearing
Your
what
name
I'm
is Myron.
saying.
I'm
Baby
listening.
boy.
I'm listening very closely
Big offense,
to everything
please.
you're saying.
Respectful.
So
I'm sorry, if you're trying to figure out who your next perspective interest is, yeah, you've got to know like what kind of person you're dealing with. So then we all pass a little bit of judgment. You know, the woman pass judgment on the man if they're allowing a rich, well-dressed man to continue to talk to them. They pass judgment. You know, they don't talk to bums. You know, there is always a understood acceptance of judgment when it comes to figuring out who your perspective, interests are.
I'm like, all I'm
don't,
saying is
don't
that
date her. Don't judge her. Difference.
if he's not gonna date her, what he might say is be like, hey,
You're
I'm
not
not
for
dating
me.
you because you're a hoe. He might have to tell her the truth of why he's not wifing her up.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, women want answers sometimes when you don't elevate them to a girlfriend status.
Y'all never give answers, so don't pretend like right now we have to give an answer to a woman. Just don't do it. Just move on to the next girl that fits your criteria. Like,
Ghost
you don't
them.
have to judge her and pose like some type of name on
That's
her.
coming
like
out
you're
of
a hoe.
insecurity. That's coming out of your insecurity trajecting.
It's not even
like,
insecurity. It's
yes,
just,
it is. It's
just not
projecting from the
understanding.
back of your head, being like, oh, well, she's like this, and that makes me feel some type of way. So I can't have that. If you confided in your woman and you trusted her 100,000%, you would never worry where she went, what time. You would never worry because she would be communicative with you, and y'all would have that relationship so solid that nobody could come in between. Nothing. Like, it doesn't
So
matter.
you're saying that I get what you're saying, but he's gonna judge you regardless.
Yeah, like
But
let him
that's
do it
what I'm
behind
saying
closed
is
doors.
like don't.
You just don't want the reality of your poor decisions to come back at
Yeah.
you
Well, it's
in the
not-
face of maybe a verbal, hey,
Yeah, public.
I'm not going to take you serious because you have a past or whatever. Like, this comes back to what I'm saying. Why is this such a problem for men to verbalize, right, their issues with women on their past? And here's the thing, I don't give a fuck. You guys do what you want to do. Me personally.
But you
what
do give
what
a
I am
fuck
saying is
because
that
you're judging, and that's what's hard for us women to like accept
saying-
ourselves because y'all be judging so much. Like I
Two
accept
things.
myself 100%.
and as they should, just like you have a standard, right?
But I
Like,
can't judge you.
you absolutely do.
You do all
You
the time.
absolutely do. Women judge all the time. The
But-
difference is this: when a woman judges, no one cares. It's considered preferences. When a man judges, it's discrimination.
That's not true. I prefaced the entire thing I said. I prefaced it by saying I understand that men and women have a different standard when it comes to sleeping with
Mhm.
people. Your body count. There is a double standard. I understand that completely.
It's reality.
It's reality, right? I accept it. I understand that very, very well. I understand. Okay.
But you don't want to be told about the reality.
No.
There's a difference.
Well, first of all, it doesn't apply to me because, like I said,
It is so interesting to see how that is just so widely acceptable. Why is that acceptable? Like, you cannot conflate somebody's body count with status. Okay? And what I mean by that is like your financial income. Okay? Just because you provide and are going to support somebody all the way does not give you the right to be disloyal to them. That doesn't make any sense to me. It is beta thinking that allows alphas to be able to walk all over them in this manner.
I don't have a high body count. I'm not a hoe. Like, you could ask anybody that knows about me. It's not me. But it's not to say, like I said, and I prefaced, I've had one night stands I could count on one hand. I'm 32 years old. I'm a grown ass woman. If I'm feeling a vibe, I catch a vibe, I'm gonna do my thing. Women have different standards. Yes, I understand that. I understand that for you, for guys,
I got something. Why
You
are the
gotta
married
make
men
me-
at the club? I'm sorry. Why are the married men at the club? Where your wife at? Cause I know
what?
dude from London. You just came in last week and you just got married the week before. So where you at?
Wait, what did I just miss? I'm
Wait,
so
what?
lost.
I think you were talking and she just wanted to bring up the married men are at the club.
Okay, all I wanted to say was I prefaced by saying men and women have different.
Yeah.
Hulu Ad Manager is the easy way for businesses like yours to advertise.
You know, we have different things that
They do, but
standards
what I'm
that we have to uphold. I understand that, but what I'm saying is I get it. For you guys, if you don't make money, you are nothing. But I understand that, and I have sympathy for that. But here's what I'm trying to say:
You literally just made fun of a guy for not making money, and I didn't bat an eye. And I said that's fine.
I'm not making fun
A
of.
broke man.
Yeah. I can't hear you. Okay. Do you want, I'll just wait for you. That's fine. I don't mind waiting for you. Plus, I want to finish this video. I'm tired of recording it.
Should be judged for not being able to create wealth, just like a woman should be judged for not protecting her, her chastity to some degree. Same thing. It's both in their control.
Listen, I agree because I'm not out here fucking everybody. So I actually agree with not being a hoe and not just give. I told you, I've dealt with men in nightlife who make a shit ton of money, millions of dollars, rappers, athletes. I can't even.
So, why though? Why do you accept that? The woman doesn't have a high body count, but the man does. That's acceptable. It's so wrong.
Say half the shit I've seen, and I know how they move, and that's why I told you I learned to not be that way because it actually intrigues. Men with money are intrigued by people who don't throw the pussy at them. I'll tell you that right now. I've seen it time and time again. I worked in the industry for 7 years. It happens so often that when it doesn't happen, they're like, oh my God, what is this? This is something I've never seen before. It's like, so I learned.
I see. She understands that she gets more sincere interest if she doesn't act like a basic bitch. Essentially. Which, well, Brainiac, it's a Brainiac right there, man. Oh man, you figured out the secret. And usually, the guys who are a little bit more, higher value, I meant in like character, they're going to be more interested in a woman who doesn't have a high body count. That's just the reality of it. I'm going to preface what I just said with everybody has the ability to change. You can turn around even though you have a high body count. You can certainly, decide not to, sleep around anymore, and you can be loyal. I believe in that. That does take time though. Okay. It's not something you can just flip a switch. All right. You are used to the idea, who can I sleep with next, kind of a thing, moving on to the next person. So, like if I were to find anybody like that, not to say that I am looking for anybody like that, but, or currently looking, I'm totally happy where I am. But the point is that if somebody has that history, and they want to be loyal, that's definitely something that's going to need to, definitely be thoroughly, what's the term? It's going to be thoroughly explored, and that usually takes time because you got to beat the habit, man. That's a habit, Some people, they can come right out of it and live in the moment and be 100% loyal the rest of their life. But, humans can take time, and sometimes, things don't always go as planned, if that makes sense.
To be that way, but my point was, the whole point was that if you're broke, it's a choice. because you could get off your ass and you could do something. We live in 2022. There are so many opportunities. There's so much shit to make money online.
Same with body count.
I am so sorry.
One thing, but
No,
when
it's
money
not.
doesn't,
Body count and making money are not the same thing.
but when money
you're-
No,
doesn't,
they're the same, but that's what the
can I say
question was.
something?
Hold on,
But when money
hold on.
doesn't
Yeah, but we
entertain
gotta
you
talk
anymore,
about
when
other
money
Hold on.
when money is out of the question and doesn't entertain you anymore, I'm not gonna be with no ugly dude. I'm sorry.
So-
No short dick man here.
So you said making
Out.
money is a choice, right? So
Yeah, I
isn't-
do believe
Hold on,
that.
but isn't being a hoe a choice too as well?
Yes.
So then,
Everything
so then
you do
what's
is
the
a
argument?
choice.
I understand. My
Unless you're a
only
sex
thing-
addict, then it's
my-
not a choice.
Just don't
my
shame
only
girls
thing
for
that I was
being
saying,
It's,
don't
it's an
judge them.
addiction.
Yo,
Don't
like
judge
literally,
them.
she's saying like, don't shame women
don't
and don't
shame
be
women for
judgmental. But
Don't
she just said
shame
now,
them.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Sex addict.
Just now, in the same breath, don't be small dick and don't be ugly. See the difference here?
I
But no
said
one.
that?
No,
She
she
said
said
that.
that.
Oh, I was
But
like,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I
That
claim it was
is
me.
the difference between men and women. Me and Fresh didn't bat an eye and be like, that's judgmental. But as soon as a man holds a woman to a standard, especially with her sexuality, immediately insecure, small dick energy, that's judgmental, blah blah blah. But if you guys say you're broke, that's in your control. Now we're saying on the same side, your sexuality is your control. You guys have a serious issue with it, guys. I don't know if I'm fucking crazy. Chat, there's 6,000 y'all in here right
but
now.
money-
I'ma say,
money-
baby,
money-
Y'all see this logic?
Baby,
Money
let me
is
help you
not
get
just
on your
pussy.
feet.
Money,
And
money
what we
is
gonna
for
do
your
to make
whole
this
life.
money?
Like that's your
me.
whole well-being. Are you
I'ma
well? That's
work-
not.
Yeah, she's trying to point out to Fit over here that, you know, you're giving that person no opportunity to be the person that you want them to be. If you were interested enough that, you know, you could potentially like take this person and, you know, keep them long term and take care of them, you know, why would their past suddenly, you know, prevent you from pursuing her after that? If she's willing to be loyal, if she's willing to be all that, you know, like, what does that matter? You know, you can't take it back as long as they're willing to change, and that's all that matters. You know, if they're willing to be loyal to you and they do it, who the hell cares? Who cares? You know? The only
Not just
I
a
got
good
one
time
more
for 5
Listen,
minutes.
I was
And then you
born
come and you're done. It's not a 5-minute thing.
Right.
That's your whole life. That's your legacy. That's everything. It's a little bit different. Let's be honest. We're not comparing apples to apples right now. Like, you're not well if you think that. Money and your body count, not the same thing. Money is for you, for your family, breaking generational curses, all of that. And now you're comparing that to a body count?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Because here's the difference.
No.
Yes. Are
You're
men
not-
and women the same
In what way?
when it comes to sexual
loaded
attraction
question.
and what we're attracted to?
Technically, we're born the same.
Hold on.
Yes. Yes, they are the same. Because if the roles were flipped, and if there was a high value woman who wanted a man to take care of, they would be focused on the same things. There was a man who didn't want a career. If there was a man who didn't want a career and wanted somebody to take care of them, they would be in identical situations.
Are you the same in what?
Stop.
Are men and women attracted to
Let's
the
not
same
get
traits
philosophical on their
in
ass,
the
'cause
opposite
I can't
gender?
handle that shit.
Yes. That's why it's called pansexual.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Fair. So we're getting somewhere.
No.
So we're not attracted to the same things.
No.
What is the
Yes.
predominant, okay, the main agency that a woman has? What is the main agency a man has?
Money.
Okay.
You think I don't know?
Okay.
I told you I'm
So-
seasoned. Didn't
okay.
I tell you?
Well, it's basic questions, so I'm amazed that
It's
you don't
not.
understand the logic how
I
a
understand.
body
the
count
logic.
and money.
You just are
Wait,
coming from.
wait, hold on. Let Myron finish because you cut him off way too much and chat's trying to follow, okay? Because you're driving the
Wait,
chat
I'm sorry.
crazy.
I cannot hear anything.
Stop cutting Myron off, all right? Let him finish his thought. Because the chat is going crazy right now.
Okay.
To
I'm
follow. Thank you.
Yeah. So all I'm simply saying is that men and women are not the same. We're attracted to different things within each other. So if we're attracted to different things, wouldn't it be fair that what we're attracted to it's different, and therefore each thing has different weights?
Good. Of course.
So, for example, no one cares about a man's body count, but men are very interested in a woman's body count. Correct?
And I said I understand that.
Okay. No one.
It's only because they carry the financial weight. If women carry the financial weight, men would be in the same exact position as the women are. Okay, that is the thing to remember in this. This is so base. You know, this is so based and just clear. Just people with power get to do what they want, and it's wrong. It is 100% wrong.
No one cares about a woman's money, but women are really interested in a man's money, correct?
No, that's not true. You know, there are plenty of men out there who would allow a woman to take care of them. Now, would they feel the motivation to go out and, you know, create and build a business and do something like that? Yes. You know, but that's just the way society is structured. That's just the expectation that people have for men. Okay? As soon as society changes and is willing to accept people who used to be who used to be a dominant figure and used to be taking care of people, as soon as it switches and it's more acceptable, you know, he won't be able to say that.
I mean, if I were a man, I'd be interested in a woman's money because I got bread.
Okay. No real man really cares about
But you're not. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, men that have money, you've been around them. They really don't care about a woman's ability to provide security. Let's be honest.
That's fair.
No one cares about a woman's income, bro.
Not to provide security.
When you're alone, it
That's
matters.
not true. I actually know somebody that makes
when
really
you're
good
alone,
money,
it
and
matters.
he wants his woman to be on the same page.
Yes.
No, I'm saying I'm speaking of a general person. I know, of course.
So there are some out
I'm
there.
speaking of somebody that I
Far and few
recently just spoke with.
between.
That was a conversation
That's
I
the
just
next
had.
There's
step.
bums
Tell me
and
the
there's
general
dudes that
but
make
I'm
bread.
saying
I
I've been
swear.
there.
Facts.
But
God,
shit,
there's
what's
no-
funny?
You
no
said the
between.
key word. There's always an exception. Not every woman is like that. Like you said, exception.
Okay, but exceptions don't make
The
the
rules.
rules.
Absolutely.
Who makes
But rules change, and this will change.
the
If
rules?
you line up
You,
all these
Myron? You make the
exceptions to
rules,
the rule.
Myron?
No, I don't make the rules. I just report them.
Oh.
So if there's 100
I'll
people,
support.
okay, let's use a little bit of common sense, ladies. If there's
Common
100
sense.
people in a
Oh,
room, right?
man.
100 successful men. You know how many of them are going to care about a woman's income?
None.
Maybe 3.
The
Maybe
ones
3 of
that
them.
the broke ones.
Well, yeah, but because guys like to be spoiled too.
Yeah, that's true.
No, here's my thing.
Are you
I
aware of
have
the
Why are they reinforcing? Why were the girls reinforcing that 100% of men don't give a rat's ass about a woman's ability to contribute to the household? I don't understand that.
the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money a
I
woman
have a-
makes?
It's because they're all looking for meal tickets, except maybe this girl in white, and this lady right here.
very
That's true.
serious question.
That's true.
Literally,
We're
I
not
really want to know what you guys think about this question. It's
Good.
very serious.
Well, I was just trying to prove my point from before. So just to finish,
You're right, Myron.
we
Yes,
said
you're right.
men and women are
You're
different,
right.
right?
You're right.
You're right,
I mean,
Myron.
guys, I don't-
Let's move
No, no,
on,
no, no,
Myron.
no.
Ones
Three of
that
them.
the broke ones.
Well, yeah, but because guys like to be spoiled too.
Yeah, that's true.
No, here's my thing.
Are you
I
aware of
have
the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money a
I
woman
have
makes?
a very
That's true.
serious question.
That's true.
Literally,
We're
I
not
really
Hold on, I
really
didn't hear what he
The
said.
less he cares about how much money a
I
woman
have
makes?
True.
No, here's my thing.
Are you
I
aware of
have
the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money a
I
woman
have
makes?
a very
That's true.
serious question.
That's true.
Literally,
No, it definitely matters. At least to somebody like me, like I want to know if the woman is driven, wants a hobby, wants to stay out of trouble. Like all that stuff is really, really important to me.
I
not
really want to know what you guys think about this question. It's
Good.
very serious.
Well, I was just trying to prove my point from before. So just to finish,
You're right, Myron.
we
Yes,
said
you-
people,
Support.
okay? Let's use a little bit of common sense, ladies. If there's 100
Common
people in a
sense.
room,
Oh,
right?
man.
100 successful men. You know how many of them are going to care about a woman's income?
None.
Maybe 3.
The
Maybe
ones
3
that
of them.
the broke ones.
Well, yeah, but because guys like to be spoiled too.
Yeah, that's true.
No, here's my thing.
Are you
I
aware of
have
the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money a
I
woman
have
makes?
a very
That's true.
serious question.
That's true.
Literally,
We're
I
not
really want to know what you guys think about this question. It's
Good.
very serious.
Well, I was just trying to prove my point from before. So just to finish,
You're right, Myron.
we
Yes,
said
you're right.
men and women are
You're
different,
right.
right?
You're right.
You're right,
I mean,
Myron.
guys, I don't-
Let's move
No, no,
on,
no, no, no,
Myron.
no, I don't-
Clap for Myron! Yes.
Factually speaking, you were correct. We
Yes.
get what you're
Yo.
saying. We get what you're saying as
No,
well. But
He's
it's
so
just-
mad.
You guys are
I was
not
just simply
different.
saying, like, money and body count, they are equated because men and women look in different things in each other.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, they've already told you, yeah, you're right. You're just not getting the closure you want. Like everyone's just accepted you. You've now brought your ego into this, Myron. I think that's his name, Myron. Like, okay, just accept it and move on.
So,
All right, let's move
like,
on.
you can say money and body count are not the same. I guess if you're gonna look at it from that sense, but if you're looking at what men are attracted to versus what women are attracted to,
I never said that. I answered your question. I said yes.
That's cap. 100% cap. Moving on.
Men
Next
are
question,
attracted to looks. Women are attracted to money.
but you were saying the whole time, well, you can't compare body count to money, and I was like,
because
well,
it's not comparable. But just because that's what they're attracted to does not equate to that being comparable. But it's fine. You're right.
it absolutely does.
It's comparable in his
Got it.
aspect of whatever.
In
It's
his
not. It's
aspect.
not. It's not. It's
It's for
In
for men.
Fresh and
From a
Fit,
general
yeah.
from
men's
from intersexual
standpoint.
dynamics of what men want versus what women want. Men are
Sounds
interested
like
in
we need
women's.
to put a poll.
Men are interested in a woman's past. Women are interested in a man's future. There's a
Cool.
reason why you right now are not that happy about your guy, because you don't see his future going somewhere. Your future is more brighter than his. So what are you doing? You know what? You're not really on the same level of me. I'm looking at this. You're looking at this.
It
I'm gonna
means
find a
she's-
guy that's like looking
we have-
towards up. That's how women are. But if it was the other way around, let's say you weren't as ambitious, he wouldn't care.
But that's not the thing, though. When it comes with my situation, right now I'm not where I need to be. I want to start my businesses and everything. I got a lot of things going on. It's just I'm doing a lot that, he's not. Like,
You're proving my point even further.
it's not proving the
You're
point.
proving my point even.
A lot of things going. Right now I'm not where I need to be. I want to start my businesses and everything. I got a lot of things going on. It's just I'm doing a lot that, he's not. Like,
You're proving my point even further.
it's not proving the
You're
point.
proving my point even further.
If
What
me
women
and a
are you
person-
taking care of, Myron?
If me and a person
What
can
does that have to do with anything?
if me and a person can have a simple agreement, like
Talking
they
about that
don't
shit.
want to do anything, like if somebody comes and tells me, like, look, my financials are, and I tell you, okay, you could talk to me, but they're like, no, whatever my situation is, I don't want to get you involved. Like that's you came to me and let me know, so I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna force your hand or force you to be.
This was not about you telling us your situation. You simply
I hate this
you
conversation.
proved my point even further with your rant. just
Okay,
now.
Mara, yes, you're right.
Raise my hand.
It's crazy how
It's one of
everything
those.
proves your point so much further.
Yeah.
Chat, am I
I mean,
in a
I
clown
think the
world?
chat can
Yes.
actually agree as well.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
proving his points further. But just to bring this home, you're saying man can't judge
Where
women
are our caps
for being
at?
hoes,
Why
right?
can't we put on our caps?
Because I haven't told a lie.
We haven't. We
haven't told
we
a
don't-
lie.
We don't have
Sorry,
cats
No,
here.
so hold on.
Nah, it's just Myron.
You were saying men shouldn't judge women for being hoes, right?
Why are we
I
still
said
on
the
that?
judgment the shame should not happen. Not that you don't want to date them. I completely understand that. You don't want to date them, that's your choice, and I think that you shouldn't.
And the same way how women shouldn't judge men for their height. We're just saying at the end of the day it's gonna happen regardless. That's all we're saying.
That's not what he was saying. But yes, that's what
The
you're
world
saying.
doesn't owe you understanding.
Then
And
yes,
it's not,
you're right.
and it's not a fight. To me, I want y'all to understand this. Like when it comes down to my nigga, it's not because he doesn't have the financial means. It's because he doesn't want to pursue in goals that he
He's
says
not
he wants
ambitious.
to. But
How is
that's
that
that's
the
a
same as a high
difference. That's a
body count? Are
difference.
you
That's
well?
a difference though.
That's
Because
not the
it's not
same.
like he's not working. It's not like he's not getting money. It's just in a simple sense that if you want to be something, go for it. And if you
No
can't,
ambition is
stop
not
for
the
one
same
second?
as a
you
hoe.
know,
What
it-
did,
you
hold on,
have
hold on, hold on.
goals. If you're not going for your goals, it's just like why,
What did I say maybe 20 minutes ago?
No ambition is not the same as a hoe. That's all I have
No,
to say.
no. I said a woman is interested in a man's future,
I said the same thing.
situation going on with her.
Yeah.
A man is interested in a woman that doesn't have a past.
And I agreed with you.
And what comes into a past? A body count.
All I said was don't
I don't
shame the girls that do that. You don't want to date them. Totally get you.
Hey, and I
Make-
wish it was
makes
sunny every
sense.
single day,
Yeah,
but that's not gonna happen.
What you
I don't
mean?
shame
Like I wish, like it's like
I think
the world doesn't owe you understanding,
I
man. Like
wouldn't
why do
shame
women
Not
think
me.
it's rainbow and sunshine? It's not you, but I'm saying women in general. If you have if you are on OnlyFans and you're selling pictures of yourself, or if you work a job where you're in the sex industry, whatever, it is terrible that people call you a slut or a terrible person, whatever. Hey, you might not even fuck people. You might just show some tits or whatever. You're not even a hoe. But guess what comes with that? It comes with a negative connotation.
stigma.
People are going to judge you.
Yep.
People
Yeah,
are going to call you a
prepare
slut.
for it.
People are going to you're going to lose certain opportunities from a relationship standpoint. The world does not owe you understanding for your decisions. If you make decisions that put yourself in a certain light, you have to deal with the consequences of that. Women want to be able to get their cake and eat it too. All I'm saying is this:
like
fast
men.
money, a lot of the times, comes with slow problems. And if you have a promiscuous past, or you did things that might make you look promiscuous, certain men are not gonna like that, and they might tell you to your face, you're a slut. Just like if I'm a bum and I can't provide for my girl,
Exactly.
she might tell me, you're a fucking loser, and I gotta eat that and take it, because now reality's smacking me in the face for my bad decisions. The difference is this:
I agree
when
with
men
that.
get
That's
smacked
right,
in the face,
Myron.
yeah, you agree with it, because when men
Eat
get smacked
it.
with reality, it's okay. But when women get smacked with reality, it's a problem. You're being judgmental. You're being an asshole. Blah blah blah. What should, could, and would. Fantastic words. It doesn't matter. It's what is.
No,
I think-
because
no,
when
wait.
women
Myron,
don't have
thanks,
a job,
Myron. Who
when women
hurt
don't
you?
have a job or they don't make a lot
Who
of
hurt
money,
your
they're actually
feelings?
they're
Everybody
actually
has the
supposed to
same
not make
judgment.
that much
Who
money.
hurt
I
your
just say
feelings?
this?
Can I rub your
All right,
shoulders?
no, go ahead. Finish your point.
can't believe
Where you're
it's
saying
real.
what?
Can I say this after?
No,
this?
well, yeah. Let her finish her point, and then I think
People
she has
think
something.
that women, they still have this connotation of women that they should be the one to take care of the house and like have dinner ready and like, you know, be the one that's not the breadwinner. That's really, unfortunately, what some people still think in this world, right? In 2020.
I mean, that's a traditional woman.
Say hello to Webflow, the world's most powerful all-in-one design platform.
Sure.
All right, we're just gonna cut it off there. Bottom line is that, you know, women need to be able to accept their past. You know, don't let someone berate you and continue like to bring it up all the time, because that's just a bully. You know, but accepting your past and understanding that, you know, you don't get to be butthurt because somebody has a preference, and you know, that sort of thing. Second thing is let me see if I can remember. The conflation between somebody with money and somebody who doesn't have money. How they aren't treated equally. Okay, that is just 100% just misogyny. That is just 100% inequality across the board. Okay, man gets to. Let me see if I can remember what his phrasing was.
Laugh at women when they say you're insecure for caring about a woman's body count. No, you're not. You're being an intelligent man, and you're putting your stakes in the best.
He said that a man's body count and a woman's body count are not the same. And that is 100% false. 100%. Okay? Just because you're going to be more likely to take care of the woman and provide everything to her doesn't mean you get to, you know, shame people because they have a body count. When you yourself have a high body count, okay? Like that, no, that is not a legitimate reason to not be with a person. The only legitimate reason to not be with a person if you feel like there's going to be problems with loyalty and that they're just not going to treat you right down in the future. Okay? People who are selfish, you know, who seek to take things from others, those are the kind of people you want to avoid and, you know, keep at a distance if you really care about yourself. Other than that, you know, obviously this is a culture that, you know, has been ingrained for hundreds of years, you know, all the way back to the biblical days, you know, but that's only because of the situation in society in which it's driven now. It was driven. You know, physical, stronger men had to do more labor. Women had to do less physical and stressful, well, maybe not stressful, but less physical things like taking care of children, feeding, cooking, things like that. Because going out into the world and labor and sweat and tears, and, you know, like, they just weren't equipped. Now we're in a place of society where they can make just as much money, not having to do high labor jobs and careers. Okay, it's actually now the highest paying jobs are the most administrative and most less physical labor jobs you could possibly do. You know, being a business person, you know, that's probably the number one way to actually making a 6-figure and 7-figure job and career. So, you know, I definitely want this mentality to die. You know, men are equal to the responsibilities of a relationship, and just because you make money doesn't mean you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And if that's the way you want to do it,
he belongs to the street.